Back now at 8:45 with today's American Story with Bob Dotson. And this one comes from some of the most dangerous neighborhoods in this country, where a doctor still makes house calls. Bob's here to tell us about that. Bob, good morning.
Good morning, folks. You know, this is not a one-time thing. Dr. Fred Richardson has been doing this 6 days a week for 25 years.
Fred Richardson is a brave man with a big heart. He grew up on Chicago's toughest streets, became a doctor, but returned to his old neighborhood.
He's got a little bit of a limp.
Craig Ramid came to see him the other day. He'd been shot in an alley behind his mother-in-law's house.
I thought I wasn't going to make it.
Dr. Richardson knows exactly where the shooting took place. He makes house calls there.
It's not nearly as red as it was.
His visits have kept Louise Cannon out of a nursing home for 21 years.
Don't too hard. You'll be good, okay? All right.
Dr. Richardson's wife, Julie, grew up just across the alley from the Cannons and knows violence firsthand. Her brother, John, was killed in front of his 3-year-old daughter.
We're going right again?
Right again.
Julie guides Dr. Richardson down dark streets to all of his house calls.
Do you ever get scared?
No, never.
Because neighbors have kept them safe.
They knew that we were going to come back later and take care of him.
Night after night for a quarter of a century.
I feel like I should look out the window and see your horse and buggy. How come you do?
These old guys can't get out.
Until they trip or fall and end up in the emergency room.
Medicare will pay for a home visit. Actually, will reimburse better than an office visit.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
How come more doctors don't do this?
It's not efficient.
How do you even do anything with your hands?
Some of these elderly patients have seen a lot of specialists. What's so special about their family doctor?
Not only cute, but he's smart.
Julie and Fred even make house calls on days so frigid you can spit and watch it bounce.
These streets can be cold even when they're not. But Fred's mom warmed his way. Once stayed up all night to help him write a book report. That kind of dedication fills his clinic with more than patience.
3 nights a week, after all those house calls, Doc teaches minority medical students who are struggling.
I want you to break it down to Dad over there in a language he understands.
He accepts no pay.
Every one of those faces you see yourself.
I do. Every one of them.
Dr. Richardson was the only black face in his medical school class.
I was told many times you can't do this. Your scores aren't high enough to do this. But I did it.
And so far, he's helped 50 students become successful doctors too, including this one, his daughter, Jessica.
I think I was supposed to be a doctor since I was like 4.
Walsh Wesley vowed to keep living until she was old enough to take over her dad's practice.
Can you hear better?
Yeah, I hear better.
He just turned 112.
Good seeing you, Mr. Wesley.
The one patient who did not need a house call.
Doc may be cutting the cutting edge a little too close, but house calls across the nation are up more than 4.5 million, billed out mostly to avoid hospital stays.
Wow, what an extraordinary guy.
I know. I mean,
But not a one-time thing.
No.
It's America as